Attack on Movies.
In 1994, a group of amateur filmmakers, led by the somewhat annoying Heather Donahue, ventured into the woods near Burkittsville, Maryland. They went in search of the Blair Witch of local legend, but were never seen again. Their footage was soon found and was rather insensitively turned into a successful movie. It made tons of cash. Then, in the year 2000, a really shitty sequel was made. It was bad. Truly the work of the devil. Just the cheapest, shittiest thing you've ever seen. And the Blair Witch fell silent. Perhaps from shame. We'll never know. Until now, that is. It seems that the somewhat annoying Heather had a little brother called James. In the intervening years, he's grown up, as one would expect. And so, with the help of a few friends, he's decided it's time to seek out the truth behind the Blair Witch and the disappearance of his annoying sister. This sequel tells that story.
You really think your sister could still be out there after all these years?
If there is any chance that I could find out what happened to her, I need to try.
Legend said there's been a curse on these woods.
Do you believe in the stories about the Blair Witch? Oh my God.
Let's face it, nowadays the Blair Witch Project looks like pretty tame stuff. Unless, that is, you're afraid of twigs, piles of rocks and branches that go snap in the night. But at the time it worked. The found footage aesthetic was novel enough that a generation of filmgoers were able to suspend their disbelief a little further than normal, and were suitably creeped out. Since then we've had found footage just about everything, and the simple pretense of reality just isn't enough to scare any but the faintest of hearts. The world's moved on, and one wouldn't have blamed the Blair Witch if she'd simply given up and joined a basket weaving class or something. No such luck, as writer Simon Barrett and director Adam Wingard have decided to pull the old girl out of retirement and teach her a few new tricks. Barrett and Wingard could almost have been custom-made for bringing the Blair Witch back into the public consciousness. They collaborated on the inventively violent home invasion slasher movie You're Next, and the stylish and sexy The Guest, which I'd heartily recommend, by the way. But more importantly, they contributed to the extremely variable found footage horror compendiums VHS 1 and 2. Here they approached the material by taking many of the ingredients that worked successfully in the first film and intensify them to a barely credible pitch. They then throw a few other ideas into the brew. The results, it must be said, are mixed. Firstly, the found footage style has been broadened. Now every character has their own ear-mounted camera. There's even a drone for aerial shots. This brings the movie bang up to date and throws the audience right into the heart of the horror. It's all magnificently edited together and leaves one unsettled and a touch disorientated. But as with much in Blair Witch, it's all a bit overkill. The mythology has also been expanded upon. We learn fairly quickly that the witch's stick figures now do more than just dangle menacingly. Also, we find out that she has the power to warp time, cause electronic devices to fail, and infect people's bodies if they cut themselves. It's a weird blend, to say the least. If she joined the X-Men, God knows what they'd call her. A show-off, probably. This is perhaps the biggest problem with the film. If the Blair Witch Project left almost everything to the imagination, Blair Witch gives us so many contradictory pieces of information that it's impossible for our imaginations to know which way to turn. None of it adds up, and the Blair Witch, whatever she is more likely to get on your nerves than get under your skin. More than anything, Barrett and Wingard seem determined to provide us with a full-blooded horror film. They are clearly students of the genre, but like lusty schoolboys, their passion seems to have overridden their self-control. This movie doesn't seem to know what it's doing, and so tries to do everything at once. In a major misstep, even science fiction gets a look in. The result is a film riddled with cliches that pulls in every direction at once. In 1999, the Blair Witch Project left us all with a nice mystery to chew on. More than likely, Blair Witch will just leave you feeling confused. But is it scary? Well, it didn't bother me in the least. honest. Thank you for watching our review. If you enjoyed it, why not check out the rest of our content on AttackOnMovies.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Goodbye. Until next time.